It's your girl, Adiagha, best friends from opposite ends. This is Adiagha Faiza and my co-host.
Hey everybody, this is Shea Meminger.
And you are listening to The Good Life. TGL promotes a commitment to a lifestyle of resourcefulness. This is a movement, you guys. We are about celebrating the innovators, the risk takers, the go-getters, those who go open other doors for themselves, and those who found a way to make it all happen. We call them our do-gooders, our listening audience, of course.
That's right. And we are broadcasting live from the GOPRORADIO network in the Inwood section of New York City. And today is April 29th.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Springtime is upon
2015.
Getting it.
And it's hot and cold today. If you are living in New York, it is hot and cold. And we always want to take the time out to thank our supporters, our community, and our families for their positive energy and their tangible support to this vision. We never take it lightly, the power to influence, the power to inspire, and of course, the power to empower.
Yes,
and as always, as you receive, pay it forward. Come on, do-gooders. Our lines are open right now. You can call in and chat with us. The number is 347-838-8917. Again, the number is 347-838-8917.
You know I'm about to ask you, right?
I know what you're about to ask.
You know what I'm about to ask you, right?
I know.
What's good, Shea?
Honey.
Well, I'm scared to ask you what's good because I spoke to you earlier.
Yes.
And it wasn't sounding so good.
I'm sorry, but I've been an ABW all day.
What's ABW?
Angry black woman.
Oh, you don't need to. Wait. You don't need to perpetuate that. You don't need to perpetuate
in
that
a different way,
stereotype.
though. I wasn't. I hate men. I could do bad all by myself. I don't need no man. I wasn't that angry black woman. I wasn't ABW though, but for good reason. I've just been really.
I never heard that side of you before.
I don't normally have it.
I called you and I got scared.
I felt like whooping somebody.
I said let's leave it for the good life because I need to know what's going on.
I'm telling you, I felt like whooping somebody's asparagus.
Well, you need to help me. You need to help me out.
I did.
Because I was having a good day.
Were you?
I was.
Can you rub some off on me?
Thank you so much. I'm gonna rub it down.
Thank you. She's rubbing me, everybody. Thank you.
All right, listen. What's wrong with you, Shea?
It's been a really tough week for me.
What's going on?
You know, between the children really giving up on school, the testing is over. Shout out to all of the 3rd through 8th graders. But, you know, testing is over. My kids are like, school's over. One of my girls came today with a crossbody bag with a lip gloss and a pen.
Doing it.
And she was like, I have everything I need in my bag, Miss Manager. I don't need no book bag. I was like, well, when truancy picks you up, you let them know you have everything that you need in your bag with your crossbody bag. And I said, like, you going shopping for groceries. Like, where are you going?
But that's what made you so mad when I called you today?
No, it's been a culmination of things. It's stacking up. You know, I am on the market.
For what?
I am single.
Oh, Lord. You've been on the market all year.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Don't talk about my produce like it's stale.
I'm sorry, do goodness. Call in 347-838-8917 if you're interested.
But I do want to say, I've been experimenting.
What's going on?
So I went on one of those little online apps, the little dating apps.
Tinder?
Yes.
Ew.
Just find me. Holla at your girl.
And what happened?
I found a couple of nice people.
Really?
Just, you know, not the hookup. I'm not doing the smutty tutty.
Yeah, I don't know what's that. Shout out to Tinder. But it just sounds so tender. Like, I don't know who's on Tinder. Like, I don't know who's on there.
Maybe I want to be tender.
I don't know.
But, you know, I'm not doing the smutty tutty. I've reached out to some people and they've reached back. And, you know, it's just been really good conversation. I met an architect. I met a pre-K teacher.
Oh, really?
I've met what does the guy do? He is a mechanic for Con Edison.
Really?
Yeah, like some really professional people, not, you know.
On Tinder.
Tinder.
I've had a lot of people shout out to OkCupid, but I need to meet people in the flow of my life.
Yes.
I don't want to be catfished.
No, I don't want to be either. That's why these conversations will be strictly online, and we might have to just do like a video conferencing
right.
before we do the initial meetup, which will be in a public place
Tell them to take a picture of themselves with a sign that says "Hello, Shea."
Right. Yes.
So they know.
Yes, and it will be
so you know it's real
on a Saturday, 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yes, broad daylight.
Yes, and it will be someplace like a kids park or something
Shea,
like that.
I don't want you on the back of a milk carton. I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
I'm not. I have my whistle. That I'll blow it. What's going on with you?
I gotta wrap my mind around you in this whistle. What is it called when when a child is missing is Amber Alert?
Yes.
When an elderly person is Silver Alert?
I think it is.
What about like
me
when it's like?
I think I would want a turquoise alert. Where your phone just shuts down.
I don't want a turquoise alert.
No, it won't.
Okay.
I'm going to be careful. So if you're a do-gooder and you saw me on Tinder, hey everyone, if you haven't been on there yet, get on there.
Oh my God,
I'm
I
waiting.
don't know if I'm in support.
I'm waiting.
But I will tell you, I've had a pretty good week. But I had to have a discussion with a few people on Facebook about what's going on with the Baltimore riots.
Yes.
Not necessarily the riots, of course. But with the recent blasting or demonization of Toya Graham.
Yes.
If you had do-gooders listening, if you've been keeping up with the Baltimore riots, it was this one particular incident where a mother, I don't know the full story, but from what I know is that the mother got wind that her son was out there with the riots. So he looked like he was maybe a teenager.
He's 16 years old. Mm-hmm.
That he was out there with the riots, and I think she caught wind that he was throwing rocks at the police. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know how she found out the information, but she found out. Mm-hmm. She found her son, and she aggressively pulled him away from that, from the environment. And so there have been plenty of people on Facebook, and I understand that people have different experiences. Some adults have had experience with abuse, and then there's the cultural differences as well in terms of the lens by which they are viewing that event. But they're demonizing this woman, and I really want to talk to you about
because that's the other reason why I'm
mother's
upset.
love.
Yes.
That's another reason why you're upset?
Yes.
Why are you upset?
I'm upset for our children. I'm upset because they feel that in order for them to have a voice, that they have to resort to violence.
Okay.
That's and it's really been bothering me because for those of you who have listened to The Good Life from the start, you all know that I work very closely with children. I dedicate my life to working with youth, and to see young people say that this is them taking a stand by smashing garbage cans into police squad cars and throwing rocks and other debris at police officers, and almost to the point of wanting to physically harm a police officer, it bothers me.
Okay, but I got to play devil's advocate here.
Yes.
Because you have, you're dealing, in situations where you feel as if, number one, your voice is not heard. Now, no one is condoning anyone getting hurt.
Right.
And no one is condoning anybody's businesses being burned. And no one is condoning any neighborhoods being, shattered. Mm-hmm. But what I'm talking about is the internal rage where you have adults and kids that feel that, number one, their voice is not heard. Number one, their needs and desires are not respected politically. Particularly in the political arena, and they feel it's a sense of hopelessness and helplessness to the extent that they don't know what more to do besides physically show their rage and frustration. And so I don't necessarily look at it as so black and white. Do I agree with burning down the limited resources that you have in your community?
Right.
No, I do not.
Right.
But I do not necessarily look down upon people who feel as if their hands are tied and their backs are up against the wall either.
And I wouldn't say that I'm looking down upon the people that are in Baltimore. And shout out to all of my friends and family who are in Baltimore, and all of the people of Baltimore. I go down there often when I want to get away just for a little bit. And honestly, when I go to Baltimore, I feel like I'm in a ghost town because the resources are very limited. Mm-hmm. So there are only a few stores that are, Black owned.
Right.
So when you burn down that Black owned business, that little candy shop that Mother Georgia had open since 1972,
Mom and pop shop. Yeah,
right,
I
little
got
mom
it.
and pop, and you burn it down or you loot it or you throw something there. Mother Ida can't, she doesn't have enough insurance to open up the store again like the CVS or AutoZone or, one of those big.
Understand that.
So why do we feel that in order for us to show our rage and to show our disgust at the way that the system is being handled, instead of us registering to vote in mass numbers, getting our education, going back to school, educating ourselves, getting small business loans, opening up a business, instead of us doing that, we'd rather tear down the very thing and place that we live. So now this is what's going to happen. And shout out to God Belongs in My City and all of the organizations who are going down to Baltimore as we speak to help clean up the mess that we created. Shout out to all of them. What will happen now is that it will be another Newark. It will be another Bed-Stuy. It will be another Harlem. It will be 20 years before that area is revitalized. It'll be another Detroit. And because
I understand that the repercussions of those actions, what I'm saying is not looking at responses to injustices in such a black and white lens.
I just think that there's other ways for us to show our disapproval of the way that we are treated.
But sometimes people want, what it is? Sometimes people want they want to feel something immediately.
Right. Right.
They don't want to, it's a delay.
Right.
And it's like, I can't, I'm not going to be able to get what I need. This young boy is dead.
Right.
This young boy is dead. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Some people just need to feel something.
Definitely.
And they need to get a reaction.
And I'll tell you,
I'm not saying that that's the best way, but
right.
that's the most, if I think in their minds, it
right.
feels the most gratifying at the time.
And
because if you're not going to get if laws are not going to change, and we're not going to be respected, if police are not going to be sanctioned and protocols are not going to be reviewed and revisited and revised,
right.
then you're going to feel me in this way.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what's going on.
But and
I don't think they need to be demonized either.
I don't know if everyone is thinking about it through that lens, and that's a very intelligent and introspective lens that you are looking at it. But I'll tell you one person who felt the wrath.
Who felt the wrath?
Toya Graham's son.
Okay, see, this is the thing now.
Now, that woman said in the interview that she saw her child with a mask and a hoodie on,
right.
and knew that was her son. And she said she saw him throwing things at the police officers.
Right.
And she said, I don't want my child to be another Freddie Graham.
That's right.
And you're not going to disrespect the very people that we have to call when incidents happen in our community. I think we need to look at some things.
Okay, but the conversation in the media and the conversation on Facebook and Twitter is not about that. They're using words as abuse, violence. We were talking about the actions of Miss Toya Graham. They're using abuse. They're using the word violence. They're using the word angry mother. In ways that suggest that there is something fundamentally wrong with how she has raised her son.
I don't believe
there's
so.
There's something fundamentally broken
I don't believe
in her
so.
home that would cause him to be out there.
No.
Let's understand this. Now, in every case is not the same. And as a teenager and even as a child, a lot of times you make decisions that are totally not reflective of how you were raised.
And that is exactly what she said in the interview. For those of you who watched the news this morning, she was on the news junkets talking about just her knee-jerk reaction to seeing her child out there disrespecting the police. He was going out there to protest, and when she saw him, it was completely different than, like you said, the way that she knows that she raised her son. He is the only son out of 5 kids that she has.
Wow.
So she said, if I lose him, that's the only son I have.
Is she a single mother?
She's a single mother.
So is it the issue of, is it a mother's love? Is it an angry mom versus a mother's love or a mother's fear?
I think it had a lot to do with her fear.
Right.
That she saw and I'm quite sure because I try to study linguistics. She's from Baltimore. Her
Okay.
accent gave it away.
Okay.
But so I'm quite sure she has seen the abuse that some of the corrupt police officers in Baltimore
Right.
have inflicted upon.
And around the world.
But primarily in Baltimore, it's a little crooked out there. And she's seen that. And she's seen some of her, I'm quite sure, seen some of her counterparts and some of her counterparts' children fall susceptible to the abuse of police officers. And she was like, yeah, that's my son. And I need my immediate instinct is to protect him from what I know is going to happen.
So the question is, what does a parent's love look like? And that may be different
but I think
for different people.
Right. But I think we all need to think about what would we have done if we saw our child out there in the protest, people throwing garbage cans,
It only takes one rock to hit a police officer's head, knee-jerk reaction. They already happy with the trigger. And I just really feel like it's not about, and I had to talk to somebody on Facebook, is it really abuse or is it a mother trying to save her son's life?
And I think the real issue is how many parents are not willing to go that extra mile for their kids. I think that's where we really have to break some stuff down. Let's not focus on Toya Graham. Let's talk about all the parents who allowed their children to go out there and encourage their children to throw rocks and things.
Let me tell you something. It's a different day in this day and era, but I know for me, my mother, the fear that she had of the consequences of me not adhering to her rules and regulations superseded her wanting to be nice to me, superseded me liking her. You know what I mean? That me, whether or not I liked my mother or whether or not I thought she was cool, that was not her priority. Her fear of me reaping the consequences of not paying attention, of not listening, superseded whether or not I thought she's my best friend.
Adiagha, I think if we were the age of these young people in this day and time, the way that my parents raised me, if I were out there with those police officers, I would have felt the ground that my mother was walking on, and I would have taken that mask off, taken that hood off, and walked the other way. Some of these children challenge their parents as though they are contemporaries. And we really have to get down to, it's not about this mother reprimanding her son. It is about what we allow in our communities to happen, and then when other people inflict the same disrespect, then we want to raise our voices.
We're going to talk more about it because we have some mothers in the building.
That's right.
Women in business. Okay, because we're not mothers.
No, not yet.
But they're gonna let us know what it is to be a mother, what it is to be in the forefront. All right. So stay tuned with us. This is the Good Life GoPro Radio Network. Let's get it.
That's right.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.GoProRadio.com and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We need resistance, struggle, action against the war at home and the endless wars abroad. Come to a major conference of the United National Anti-War Coalition. That's UNAC. Stop racist police violence, end militarism, and the school-to-prison pipeline. See you Friday, May 8th to Sunday, May 10th in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's only 20 minutes away from New York City. Find the links, connect the dots, get the skills. Join hundreds of activists, resistance fighters, and community forces. Participate in workshops, participate in panels. Also, there's lots of culture and music. Register and get all the info at unacpeace.org. That's UNACPEACE.org. Come for the weekend or just a full day. We need your voice. Lend your voice, and all power to the people.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You are listening to The Good Life on the GoPro Radio Network. We are back. For those of you who are tuning in, we have been talking about angry mom versus mother's love.
A mother's love.
That's right. And we just want to give our support and our encouragement to those who live in the DMV area, especially in Baltimore. Just listen, keep your head up. It does get better. As we come together as a community, we will we will survive. We'll overcome this.
We're very resilient.
We are
very resilient, and we do know how to use our resources.
Right.
Because we've done it so many times in the past, and I think that this is something that we got to continue working together. We have to continue having these conversations, and we have to continue supporting beautiful people like we have in the studio.
That's
today.
Right. We have wonderful people in the studio and on the air, and we want to take the time out right now to introduce to some and present to others the wonderful founders of the Pink Pamper Expo that we will be hosting the red carpet on in New York City on May 2nd, which is this Saturday coming up, and they are here to talk with us about that, and also that we're going to ask them a few questions about what we've been talking about this evening here on The Good Life. And I have the wonderful opportunity to introduce to you Miss Velvet, and she is the founder of Pinking of You Events and Design, and her slogan is to be the guest at your own event.
Yes, I like that.
Yes, and as I stated last week, I have hosted an event of hers, and I was definitely enjoying myself. And it is a fully operational program that she has. It's catering, design management, planning, and a staffing business with a clear mission to provide exemplary and comprehensive services to her clients. She is definitely one of the best kept secrets here in New York City. And Velvet is a visionary, masterminding cutting edge and classic happenings for her clientele. And she is also committed to providing platforms for many of the young girls here in New York City, and we will say all over the world. Yes. We're going to put that out there now.
Global impact.
And she just wants to give back and empower women and young girls. And she is a certified international event wedding planner. I will be calling her when I get my date off tender.
Oh,
and she has served on the board of directors as a committee chair for Prada, which is a 501c3 since January 2014. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
the lovely
Velvet
Bassett.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me this evening.
Welcome to The Good Life.
Yes, I'm enjoying myself.
Yes, and I think we have
Narissa is on call with us. Narissa Solomon Malloy.
Yes.
Are you there with us? Online? Our caller Narissa. Hello, hi Narissa.
Hi, Narissa.
Yeah, she's the co-creator with. Narissa is a co-creator with Velvet Madison. She is also the CEO, the founder of Sweet Girls Incorporated. Sweet Girls aims to help improve the lives of and inspire and empower young women and girls across the U.S. to be purposeful and to make an impact in the world. It's a campaign, an upcoming nonprofit organization geared towards young girls, ladies, including young moms, which provide education, peer mentoring, and coaching, scholarships, conferences, summer camps, community activities, and more. We want to welcome Narissa Solomon Malloy. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited, and thank you for having us on the on the radio show tonight.
Yes.
No problem. Well, tell us about this wonderful, this is your second time around,
Yes, it
the
is.
second annual Pink Pamper Expo. So tell us, how did you get the vision, both of you get the vision to come together as women in business for this awesome event?
Well, about a couple of years ago, I had an idea to have this platform, and truly and honestly, God spoke to me and told me to reach out to Narissa, and I did. And Narissa and I went to school. We went to junior high school and high school together, and I just was obedient and followed what the Lord told me to do, and now we have Pink Pamper Expo, and we are just very thrilled and excited that we could provide a platform for mothers and daughters, women of all ages, to interact with each other, inspire each other, and it be visible. We want to teach one, each one, basically.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Narissa, I want to ask you, how has this experience, this is the second year of the Pink Pamper Expo, how has this experience helped you personally as a mom and a daughter, just kind of organizing this event?
It's amazing because being that I am a mom and I have an 18-year-old and a little one, it just gives me more ambition. And, seeing what's going on, what's out in social media, what these kids are looking at, especially on reality TV, we need to have role models in our homes. So it starts with our homes. So the Pink Panther Expo is a great way to bring moms and daughters out of all ages to just bond and connect and, to just chat and enjoy each other and have fun. And like I said, it all starts in the home. So me being a mom and having a teen girl too, it's definitely helping me.
All right. What should we expect?
Yes.
For those who are listening, you can go on Eventbrite, type in Pink Pamper Expo, and you get your tickets. Oh, are there still tickets available?
There are still tickets, so everybody jump on it now because we expect to be sold out. What can you expect? Everything girls and women love to do. So we have shopping, supporting creative and female businesses. We have pamper treatments from foot massages to back massages, mini facials, manicures.
I'm getting excited.
Getting your face beat, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We have it all. We have some sponsors coming in to do cooking demos, showing healthy ways to eat and prepare food for our kids and for your families. It's just going to be an amazing and wonderful event.
We have surprise guests also.
Yes.
Yeah, we have surprise guests.
Yes.
We have the activator within the cross. She'll be doing the vision board workshops for mothers and daughters.
Yes.
That will be an intimate session, and she's also doing a separate session as well. So that's going to be amazing.
Yes.
We're also honoring GO.O.D for their contribution to young girls. And we'll be honoring Lucinda as well. So, we have some other surprises in store. We won't let it out the bag yet, but we're just so super excited, and we just want everyone to come out and just enjoy and support our vision.
Definitely.
So it's a pre-mother's, y'all calling it a pre-mother's soiree, right? Pre-Mother's Day soiree. And so, we were talking earlier about a mother's love and what parental love looks like. And I know both of you are mothers, correct? So you want to chime in a little bit on what we were talking about, the Toya Graham issue? Because they're really, I feel, and Shea and I were talking, I feel that they're really demonizing this young lady. And particularly, I'm excited that you all are having an event that's celebrating mothers, that's celebrating relationships with children. I know it's more of a mother-daughter event, but I like the fact that you are celebrating relationship in that way. So if you just want to give just a little bit of your input with regards to angry mom versus a mother's love.
I definitely say it's a mother's love. I mean, if she would have sat back on the sidelines, then people would have had something else to say. How can you allow your child, you know that you didn't raise your child to react or act this way. So seeing this, it's instinct. It's second nature to just go out there and grab him and say, this is not right. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. I know that we have police brutality, but they are in positions to protect and serve. And so, therefore, in time of need, we do need them. So let's not be a part of the problem. Let's be a part of the solution and find creative ways and different ways to voice our opinions, to show that we're upset and we're angry. We're not supposed to be violent. We can't respond with violence because then our voices won't be heard.
And Narissa, you live in the DMV area, correct?
Yes, I do. I'm in PG County.
Right.
Wow.
So what is the energy? What are some of the thoughts and views of the people that are in that area? I'm quite sure that it's definitely different than us here in New York.
Yeah, it's definitely mixed views, like you said, and everything you're seeing. You know, everyone has different views as opposed to violence. Some people feel like, you know, Malcolm X used violence, it's okay, and some people feel like, well, Martin Luther King didn't. So, you know, the same thing in New York, believe me, it's the same thing out here. You know, like I said, everyone has mixed views. I, for one, am a mom, and like I said before, and my parents are West Indian, so we had fear. You know, you couldn't go out and do craziness on the street like that. So seeing that mom do that to her son, you know, I applauded her. I mean, she might have been embarrassed and enraged, and, you know, you don't raise your kids like that.
Right.
So, you know, I applaud her. That's mom's love all the way.
Definitely.
Wonderful. A mother's love. All
Yeah.
right. Well, guess what? We will be back with another special guest.
That's right.
Okay, so stay tuned, do gooders. This is The Good Life. You're listening to GoPro Radio. Let's get it.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
What if you can have an entire team of skilled professionals to help your business grow? Admin, accounts, marketing, and more, but only pay for the exact amount of support you need at virtually the same cost you'd pay for one full-time employee. With Virtual Professions, you can. One contact, one number gets you a team of virtual professionals for exactly what your business needs. It's 1-888-315-VPRO. That's 1-888-315-8776. Or online at www.virtualprofessions.net. Virtual Professions Incorporated, because you mean business. We need resistance, struggle, action against the war at home and the endless wars abroad. Come to a major conference of the United National Anti-War Coalition. That's UNAC. Stop racist police violence, end militarism, and the school-to-prison pipeline. See you Friday, May 8th to Sunday, May 10th in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's only 20 minutes away from New York City. Find the links, connect the dots, get the skills. Join hundreds of activists, resistance fighters, and community forces. Participate in workshops, participate in panels. Also, there's lots of culture and music. Register and get all the info at unacpeace.org. That's UNACPEACE.org. Come for the weekend or just a full day. We need your voice. Lend your voice, and all power to the people.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
And we're back. This is The Good Life. Adiagha Faiza and my lovely co-host.
This is Shea Memager, everybody.
Yes.
Find me on Tinder.
And we have beautiful, beautiful, and successful women in business.
Yes.
Velvet Madison Datson and Narissa Solomon Malloy, the co-creators of the Pink Pamper Expo 2015. And also online we have the lovely Nikia McLean. She is the CEO of Tanae Nicole Marketing and Public Relations. She is the publicist for this wonderful event. Nikia, are you with us?
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nakia.
Nikia, we would like, just if you can, just give us some more detailed information for our do-gooders listening, the ticketing for the event, the
Yes.
prices, the registration, where they can go, where it's located. Just give us some more information so our do-gooders can get on board and be there on May 2nd.
Well, you know, I'm super excited about this event. This is the second year that I've worked with Velvet and Narissa for their Pink Pamper Expo. Last year it kicked off with a bang, and I think this year we are stepping it up and bringing a lot more excitement to the event. I mean, we already have Mika Claxton and her beautiful daughters London, and Anaya. We just locked in Heaven. If you know the little girl that was featured on the Ellen DeGeneres show, she's the young lady that was dancing with her mother, so she will be in attendance.
Yay, that's
We
gonna be
just
awesome.
got Meredith O'Connor. We just got some really great people a part of this event, mothers, daughters. I'm super excited that these young ladies, again, have trusted me with their brand to help carry out their vision. And we just have a treat for everyone. I mean, Velvet and Narissa really touched on it. You know, it's not only about shopping and networking, but it really is about coming out for a cause.
That's right.
And, you know, we honored Prada last year, this year G.O.O.D, and we hope that this will attract other brands to be a part of this event, with hopes that other organizations will start to reach out to us and say, you know, we see this amazing thing that your clients are doing. How can we be a part of this?
That's right. So how can people get tickets? Where will it be? We just want everyone to just flood the place with love and energy. So where can we get tickets? What can we do?
Well, let me let everyone know first that it is going to be located at the historic Carriage House. Beautiful location, located at 149 East 38th Street in Manhattan. You can purchase tickets online at pinkpanther.eventbrite.com. And you also can purchase your tickets the day of the event, which is on Saturday, May 2nd, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Awesome. And social media outlets in which people can chime in and see what's going on bit by bit in terms of what's happening leading up to the event. Where can they find you all?
So
we have our hashtag, which is Pink Pamper Expo 2015. So if you log on to that, even if you go onto Instagram or Twitter, you'll see our social feed pop up. So you'll see our brand are part of the event. You will see our sponsors. You'll see, our celebrity guests that we're going to have in attendance. But we also have a few surprises.
Yes. So what are your hopes from the first annual event of Velvet to this second? What are your hopes for this event? What are your long-term goals for Pink Pamper Expo?
Well, the long-term goals is to reach more young women, young adults. Last year, both years the event is focused on mothers and daughters, but we're particularly trying to concentrate on the young generation. We want the young girls to come out and see that women positively interact with each other, can support other women in business, and we want them to see this visibly. Like we actually want them to be a part of it. We want them to know that there's different businesses out there. They can be creative. They can have their own. They can own their own.
That's right. Women can work together.
Yeah, and we want to teach them. We want them to be part of the different workshops that we have. Like Narissa mentioned, we have Lucinda Cross as featured in Essence Magazine, who will be doing the mother and daughter workshops. So just different experiences, not staying at home watching TV. Get up, do something with your mom, your aunt, your grandmother.
Definitely.
And, support other female businesses.
Right, definitely.
Last week we talked about, and we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, saying what you want out loud and not being afraid of letting people know what your vision is, and dreaming big and not thinking that the dreams or the visions that you have are not for you, that's it's for somebody else,
Right.
And so how are you able to take a seed of an idea and make it come into fruition? What was the catalyst that said you're going to go forth?
Well, for me, the thing is, you can't do
There
it by
is-
yourself.
Right.
And I'm thankful that, I listened and thought, okay, who could help me bring this vision to light? And that's why I reached out to Narissa, because I wouldn't have been able to do it alone. And I'm so thankful that Narissa wanted to partner and do this with me, because of her vision, we've been able to take it even further than I even thought it could be.
Right.
Narissa?
What was your catalyst?
Yeah. You know what? The thing for me is to do it afraid. We all have that fear, and we feel like, oh, how can we accomplish this? But if you set those ridiculous goals and you just walk by faith and you just pray and you just know that only God can make certain things happen, it'll happen. It'll all come to fruition. So you just do it afraid.
Right. Nakia, what was your catalyst for just stepping out and even being in the public relations world? What made you want to step out and
to name Nicole a reality?
Yes.
Well, actually, if anyone knows my story, I did this on faith. I am a person who really runs on faith, and faith is what pushes me forward. I'm not a person who's big on fears. So when my clients, Narissa and Velvet, came to me and said, this is what we're looking to do, sometimes my clients can say they want to jump off, or, they want to host this from the Empire State Building. It's my job to strategically plan that out. I'll say, what, guys, this is a little too much, but this is what we can get done. So for me, it really was about just wanting to do things for people. I always was told that I have this amazing personality and you should do PR, but that's not what I went to school for. I went to school for business. I was a successful real estate agent. I had $1 million properties. So one day I was working with a client, and people thought that I was that client's publicist. And I went to my husband and said, you know what, I'm going to start a PR firm. And he said, oh, great. So next week you're going to row a boat? And I took that as a challenge. And I created a business plan because I do have a bachelor's in business administration. And I made that client my first client. And since then, I have I love my clients, Narissa and Velvet. I mean, it means a lot when someone comes back to you and looks at your work and say, you know what, we're doing it again.
That's
that right there says a lot.
That is awesome.
To me. So that's what pushes me forward.
Awesome.
All you have to do is take
I just want to touch on something real quick. I know that there's a lot going on in our community, and what I love about the second annual Pink Pamper Expo is that we're always looking for platforms for young women, for girls, for mothers and daughters, and we don't ever see that. And I love the fact that these two young ladies have created now a platform, something that, young women and mothers and daughters look forward to each year. That pre-Mother's Day event, is it happening? I want to go to that.
Right.
And as we get bigger, that's going to make more and more people want to come out and support that. And hopefully this will lead them into a bigger vision.
Right.
This is their vision now, but this is what's their long-term vision. That long-term vision is saying, you know what, Narissa, you know what, Velvet, we've created this platform. Now it's time for us to start our not-for-profit because we can show and we can prove that we can do this.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so excited about it, because not only is it something to do for pre-Mother's Day, get together with your mom and all of that, but it's a way to see other people out there like you doing it.
Exactly.
And it's almost like a networking event too as well.
It is.
I love to see, women getting together and supporting one another. Celebrating and uplifting one another. And if you just take a moment to look, you'll see that you have more resources than not.
Yes.
You have more resources in your sister. You have more resources in your friend than you think.
Right.
You stepped out. You said, you had a vision. You felt that you couldn't. You said, I know somebody in my network. I know somebody close to me who I feel can help me, could partner with me and help this vision become a reality. And here comes Nakia McClain. If you just step out, the doors will become open to you if you make that decision to step out.
And we want everyone, all of our do-gooders, to come out on Saturday and meet these do-gooders. All three of them.
You are officially do-gooders. You know this, right?
All three of them will be in the house.
I'm so sorry. This is Nakia. I just want to make a correction. In order for you to get your tickets online, it's actually Pink Pamper Expo 2015.eventbrite.com. See, I'm still on last year mode.
No problem.
So
no problem. We'll make sure it's put on our media outlets that the correct.
Definitely. If you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, it's up there.
It's already up there.
And you can go on to Eventbrite, and even if you just type in Pink Pamper, it will fill in the rest, and you will be right there on their page. We want you to meet these three wonderful young ladies. We will be on the red carpet on Saturday at 2:00. The red carpet.
Not the red carpet, the pink carpet.
I'm sorry. It's the pink carpet. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up, Narissa. Narissa, don't beat me up.
No, it's the pink carpet.
Yes, it will be on the pink carpet at 2:00 on Saturday, May 2nd.
Do we have one more caller? I think we have one more caller. We don't?
We don't?
Okay, that's okay. I'm being very hopeful. That's all right. All right, so we're going to take another break.
Yes. We
now.
want to thank Narissa, Nakia, and Velvet for coming on.
Coming out.
And
for having us.
we are so excited.
And we're excited to have you.
Yes.
We're sure you're going to have
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. And we are super excited
Thank you,
as well.
ladies.
No problem. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Do-gooders. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. You are listening
Good Life.
to The Good Life.
All right.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.GoProRadio.com and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
We need resistance, struggle, action against the war at home and the endless wars abroad. Come to a major conference of the United National Anti-War Coalition. That's UNAC. Stop racist police violence, end militarism, and the school-to-prison pipeline. See you Friday, May 8th to Sunday, May 10th in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's only 20 minutes away from New York City. Find the links, connect the dots, get the skills. Join hundreds of activists, resistance fighters, and community forces. Participate in workshops, participate in panels. Also, there's lots of culture and music. Register and get all the info at unacpeace.org. That's UNACPEACE.org. Come for the weekend or just a full day. We need your voice. Lend your voice, and all power to the people.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You are listening to The Good Life.
Hey, hey, hey.
This is The Good Life, and I am Shea Miminger.
And this is Adiagha Faiz.
That's right. We're going to use these voices right now. I don't know why, but it feels good.
Because this is the end of the day.
It is, and we've had a great conversation.
We've had a great conversation. It feels really good to support.
Yes.
It takes so much more energy to tear down than it does to support.
I don't like that.
You know, I've never been too keen on women that don't like other women. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Something about
have you ever met it does. Have you ever met another woman who just does not like to support other women?
Oh, yes.
I don't like that.
No,
it's not in my nature.
No, it's not. It's not. And it is so clear when you get around people who do support each other. Like-minded people. It becomes very clear when you're so around different. That, you know, that's how it's supposed to feel. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're always around people who are negative all the time, and you start to think that that's how, you know, you're supposed to feel.
And then you have your guard up and you bet, we could do so much together that we can do apart.
We do. And we want to just thank Velvet and Narissa and Nakia for inviting us.
And for inviting us, we want to thank them for their vision.
Yes.
We want to thank them for their tenacity.
That's right.
And their passion and their level of go get it. You know, their
go get itness.
Because their level of go-getterness to actually go for their dreams and to dream big.
Right.
You know, and you know, had they not said, let's get together and do this, Pink Pamper Expo would not be.
It would not.
You know, had Nakia McLean not said, you know what, I have something. Mm-hmm. I have a little seed of something. She would not have Tanae Nicole Marketing Publication.
Not at
all.
So,
you know, it's about stepping out.
That's right.
And it's about seeking out the resources that you have right in your backyard.
That's right.
And so we really want to uplift them and thank them.
Yeah.
And we want to to definitely encourage them to keep going, keep going, because
moving beyond this,
beyond, because Pink Pamper Expo, it's a lifestyle in a sense. You know what I mean?
I went last year and it was absolutely amazing. I could definitely see this, going from state to state and city to city, and just really empowering, young women and moms all over the country, to, pool their resources together to just inspire and empower each other.
Right.
It's when you leave out of there, ladies and even gentlemen, because there were some men in the house men are welcome. Men are welcome. There were some men last year hanging out and, bringing their daughters. And when you all leave, you're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel like you're walking on cloud 9, and it's not just because of the foot massage that you receive.
I'm looking forward to the foot
massage. I am looking forward to that. And I should already call them and tell them, put my name on the list.
Put my name on the list.
Yes.
Before Shea. Alphabetical order. A. No, I'm just happy to be in a place.
Yes.
And Carriage House Center, honey, is a fabulous.
It's beautiful.
And you need to look it up, do-gooders, honey. Look, put in Google it.
Definitely.
What is it? Carriage House Center.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Space.
And so if you're in the New York area, listen, New Jersey, Connecticut, even the DMV area.
Get yourself on down there.
Drive the 3 hours if you live in Baltimore. Just come on up and enjoy yourself. Bring a friend. Definitely just come out and support.
And we definitely want to meet our listeners.
We do.
Hello.
We do. And the event is from 2 to 7, so you don't have any excuse.
You don't.
It's 5 hours.
From where?
It's 5 hours from 2 to 7.
Oh no, I thought you said it's 5.
No, Adiagha, come on. Get it together. It's 5 hours. It's a 5-hour event.
5-hour event, so you can come and get pampered.
Yes.
and walk a pink carpet.
That's right.
And come meet us and see some other celebrities that will be in the house.
That's right.
Connect with other resources and other businesses. Get on out. Step on out. Get up out the bed and go do something.
That's right.
The weather is nice.
It is.
There's no excuse.
Put some nice clothes on. The weather is going to be nice. Put on some flats.
I still gotta go shopping for this event. You got yourself together.
I gotta
ready. Get my stuff.
I am ready.
Oh, you ain't got to rub it in, Shea.
I'm ready for my close up.
You ain't got to rub it in. Listen, The Good Life really wants to send our love and support and prayers and well wishes to the people of Baltimore.
That's right.
And not just for the people of the city of Baltimore, but also for people who have lost sons, who have lost even daughters to the hands of violence, to the hands of police brutality.
Right.
We really want to send our prayers and our well wishes, because one child affected is us all.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And we need to get back to that, particularly a community of color.
Right.
When we're one child, it's not just somebody else's child; it's our child. We need to get back to that connectedness. We are all connected.
That's right.
What affects one affects us all. So we definitely want to send our well wishes and our prayers. Baltimore, we holding you down up here.
Yes.
In New York City, we feel you, we understand, and we want things to get better. And we hope that, out of all of this, we can rise from the ashes.
That's right.
And move forward.
And we will. I want to encourage our young people to get educated. Educate yourself. Educate those around you, and read some more, and be knowledgeable about what's going on in this world outside of your community. Yes. That is the way that you will be able to improve your community and improve the injustices that you see. Because those who want to stay stuck in these people are trying to hold me down, that's what will happen. But when you say, I can give back, I can make a difference in myself, my family, my community, and then my country, then you will make some things happen.
That's right.
That will be when the change will really come.
That's right. And I even want to, salute to the quote unquote gang members, rival gangs that have even gotten together to say, that's not us out there looting. That's not us out there burning buildings. We come in peace. We've actually come together and put our differences aside to say, we want change in Baltimore. We want change in our city, and we are holding up our brothers and sisters. So salute to you as well. Salute to the city of Baltimore. Listen, this is The Good Life. determined to be a do-gooder, put that goal in sight and go open other doors for yourself and ultimately for others. Remember, whatever you want in life, you can have it. Our do-gooders, our go-getters. So get up and go get it.
Have a great week, everybody.
All right.